Hey everyone, today I have a wedding for you from the archive. It was from July 3rd, 2016, so it's a little bit on the older one from the past season, but I really wanted to show this one because John and Gwen were so awesome to work with, and they got married in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I met them on an engagement session where they were in town, wanted photos in downtown Chicago, so we went around Millennium Park and then to the Adler Planetarium for some engagement photos. But so this was in Pittsburgh. I drove out the night before, spent the night, and then met Gwen at J. Verno Studios, and this is what the photo of right now. Beautiful, beautiful location, owned by a photographer who rents out a studio for weddings to make a little extra money. So this is the exterior of the building. And I'm going to take you through just some interesting images throughout the day and some of my favorites. So this is the shot of John and Gwen's rings. Beautiful rings. Really love the reflective surface of the kitchen island at the studio. Gorgeous center diamond though, but that is an awesome ring. This is Gwen getting her hair done by some of her friends. Got her makeup done by some of her friends, I believe, also, or at least someone that she knew. Super talented. Sounded like they were speaking a different language when they were talking about all the makeup and hair techniques, but I'm sure that's what it sounds like when people hear me talk about photography. But Gwen looked beautiful throughout the entire day, made my job easy. This is one image. The next two images are going to be something similar, but I wish more couples did this, is write letters to each other to be delivered on the wedding day. Get always some really great emotions, just like John reading his from Gwen. Definitely not a dry eye in that room, but really, really nice to witness. This is John texting his bride-to-be about the note. Just kind of like a nice little over-the-shoulder shot. Just little moments like this really make the wedding. Throughout the location, there is some really cool art. I guess the photographer who owned the building collects art, and this was an old circus poster that I had John getting ready in front of. John's style was awesome. I love the blue interior of the suit. Wish I could have showed that one off a little bit more, but really cool colors for the wedding day, that's for sure. This by far is by far one of my favorite photos I've ever photographed to this date. This is John seeing Gwen coming down the aisle for the first time, and I think just the excitement of the day, and then just seeing his bride for the first time, pretty much throughout that day, definitely made him shed some tears. And I spun around, snap off a few photos of this, and really awesome. I love seeing when a groom gets definitely a little teary-eyed when seeing his bride. It's really nice moment for sure. And this is kind of like a wider shot from the ceremony itself. So since the location is a photo studio, this white wall was actually, they're called sink walls, which made lighting really, really easy for me. But a sink wall is so you don't have any seams in the background if you wanted a pure white background for studio work. This is the Phipps Conservatory. We went there for family photos and some bridal party photos. Didn't have a lot of time there. Wish we could have looked around a little bit more, but what a beautiful location. All of us went on the party bus. Went there for, I think, about probably a half an hour, and then turned around and went back to the party. The reception had some of the best food I've ever had at a wedding. There was a bunch of homemade pastas and then grilled salmon, anything you could imagine of. Definitely didn't leave that wedding hungry, that's for sure. And then throughout the day, John and Gwen always did these like little awesome moments, just like this one, John's kissing Gwen's head. Just really nice moments to capture, and they kept me on my toes for sure, because they were doing a lot of like really cool little awesome moments. after the first dance, the dancing popped off a little bit. Definitely the dance floor was packed pretty much the entire evening. Everyone was having a great time, and then John started doing a striptease for Gwen during the taking off the garter. Everyone had a really good laugh about that, even Gwen herself here. But that was a pretty good one. You could see the officiant in the background laughing, and then one of his groomsmen are surprised that he actually did that, but that was pretty funny. And then I took them outside for some evening photos with the setting sun during golden hour, and they were up for anything. Definitely only did 5 to 7 minutes out there just so I didn't keep them from their party, but it's a beautiful photo with a little backlight in the background just to add that little rim. And then I don't know if John said something or Gwen said something, but kind of a nice moment with them just kind of laughing. Love the sky in this one. The blues definitely come through, and then finally the last photo. I'm not sure what's going on here, but definitely a pretty funny moment. You could definitely tell that was later in the evening, but that's pretty much it. There's more photos included in this blog post. But really, really amazing couple. Had a fantastic time in Pittsburgh. Hope I get to go back soon. And John and Gwen, I hope you guys stay in touch. Seriously, you and your family, super, super awesome to hang out with. And thank you very much for having me out at your wedding. Thanks again for watching. And look for new posts pretty much every Saturday on the website. Thanks a lot.